Pause for a second and look at these 2 feet. On the left, a baby's foot. Notice the shape. It's wide. The toes spread out naturally, like fingers on a hand. The widest part of the foot? Right at the very tips of the toes. This is nature's design. This is what a human foot is supposed to look like. Now look at the foot on the right. This is the average modern adult. The toes are smashed together. The big toe is bent inward at a weird angle. The widest part is no longer at the toes, it's at the ball of the foot. Most people think this transformation is just growing up, or genetics, or age. It's not. This is a deformation, caused by a tool you've been using every single day since you were 5 years old. Welcome to Hidden Biology. Take off your shoe right now. Go ahead. Look at the sole. Does it look like a human foot? Or does it look like a symmetrical arrow? Almost every modern shoe, from stiletto heels to your $300 running sneakers, features what's called a tapered toe box. They get narrower at the front. Why? Aesthetics, fashion. They look sleeker that way. But here's the problem. Biology doesn't care about fashion. When you force your wide, fan-shaped foot into this narrow, coffin-shaped container for 10-12 hours a day, physics takes over. You are mechanically binding your feet. It's essentially a modern, socially acceptable version of the ancient practice of foot binding. We just do it slowly, over decades, so we don't notice. The biggest victim? Your big toe. In medical terms, this is called the hallux. It's supposed to be your anchor, your stabilizer. It carries most of your body weight with every step. But when your shoes push the hallux inward toward the other toes day after day, year after year, something has to give. The joint at the base of the toe gets pushed outward. It swells. It calcifies. Bone spurs form. And suddenly, you have a bunion. People spend thousands of dollars on surgery to shave down this bone, thinking it's genetic, thinking it's just bad luck. But here's the thing. In populations that don't wear modern shoes, indigenous groups, traditional cultures, bunions are almost non-existent. You didn't inherit bad feet. You casted them in a bad mold. Think of your body like a skyscraper. Your feet? They're the foundation. If you narrow the foundation of a building, what happens? It becomes unstable. It sways. It cracks. When your toes are squished together, you lose your base of support. You lose stability, and your body has to compensate. Your ankles compensate. Then your knees. Then your hips. Then your lower back. That chronic back pain you feel after standing all day? That knee pain when you climb stairs? It might not actually be your back or your knees. It might be because you're standing on an unstable, deformed foundation that you created with your shoes. But it gets worse. Now let's talk about the biggest lie in footwear marketing: arch support. You've been told your feet are weak, that they need padding, cushioning, support to hold them up. But biologically, the arch of your foot is an architectural masterpiece. It works exactly like a Roman stone arch. The more weight you put on top of an arch, the stronger it gets. The stones compress together. The structure reinforces itself. But what happens if you push on an arch from underneath? It destabilizes the structure. The stones fly apart. The bridge collapses. When you wear a shoe with a thick foam bump under your arch, you're effectively pushing the bridge from below. You're not supporting your foot. You're dismantling its natural physics. Your feet have 33 joints and over 100 muscles. Like any muscle in your body, the rule is simple. Use it or lose it. When you encase your foot in a thick, cushioned, supportive sneaker, your foot muscles stop working. They relax. They get lazy. Over years, they atrophy. Essentially, you're wearing a cast on your foot every single day. You know what happens when someone breaks their arm and wears a cast for 6 weeks. When the cast comes off, their arm is shriveled, weak. The muscles have wasted away. That's what's happening to your feet. So when you take your shoes off and your feet hurt, it's not because you have bad feet, it's because your feet have become weak and dependent on the shoe. The shoe has become a crutch. But I don't wear high heels, you say. Look closer. Almost every modern shoe, from running shoes to work boots to casual sneakers, has an elevated heel. It's called the heel drop. Even a standard men's running shoe lifts your heel 1 to 2 centimeters higher than your toes. You are wearing high heels. You just don't realize it. This puts your foot in a permanently pointed position. Biologically, this is a disaster for your Achilles tendon. Because the tendon is never fully stretched, it physically shortens over time. Like a rubber band that's been left slack for years, it shrinks to fit its environment. This is why walking barefoot feels uncomfortable for so many people. Their tendons have literally shrunk to fit their shoes. And it doesn't stop at the ankle. When your heel is lifted, your entire center of gravity shifts forward. To stop yourself from falling on your face, your body has to compensate. You bend your knees slightly. You tilt your pelvis forward. You overarch your lower back. Your head juts forward. It's a chain reaction. That cushioned heel you bought for comfort, it's throwing your entire skeleton out of alignment. Your knees hurt. Your back hurts. Your neck hurts. And you blame age, or bad posture, or a bad mattress. But the real culprit is on your feet. So, is the solution to just throw away your shoes? Not exactly. First, you need to understand what you're missing. Your feet have thousands of nerve endings designed to feel the ground. Every texture, every angle, every surface. This is called proprioception. It tells your brain where you are in space. When you wear thick, cushioned shoes, you're essentially wearing blindfolds on your feet. You're cutting off sensory data. Critical information your brain needs for balance, for coordination, for movement. To fix your balance, to fix your body, we need to wake these nerves up. Here's how. Here's the protocol to reclaim your feet. Step 1. The liner test. Take the insole out of your current shoe, right now. Stand on it. Do your toes spill over the edges? Does your foot look wider than the insole? If yes, that shoe is crushing your bones. Period. You don't need to go barefoot immediately. You just need to buy shoes with a wide toe box. Shoes that actually fit your human anatomy. Give your toes permission to exist, to spread, to function. This alone will start reversing the damage. But if you already have a bunion, you need step 2. Step 2. Undo the bunion. If your toes are already squished together, simply walking barefoot isn't enough. You need mechanical help. Use toe spacers. Think of them as braces for your feet. They physically force your toes back into their natural alignment. They stretch the tight muscles. They gradually reverse the deformation. You don't need to wear them all day. Start with 15 minutes while watching TV, or reading, or working at your desk. Over weeks and months, your toes will start to remember their original shape. It's slow, but it works. Now, the most important step. Step 3. The transition. Warning: this is critical. Do not switch to barefoot shoes overnight. Your tendons have shortened over decades. If you stretch them too fast, they will snap or inflame. You will end up with Achilles tendonitis, and you'll blame barefoot shoes when really you just went too fast. Transition slowly. Start by walking barefoot inside your house, 10 minutes a day. Then switch to zero-drop shoes. These have no heel elevation but still have some cushion. Let your Achilles adapt. After 2 or 3 months, try minimal shoes outside, on soft surfaces first. Let your tendons lengthen month by month. Treat this like physical therapy, not a fashion change. Be patient. Your feet will thank you. Your feet are the only contact point between you and the earth. If the foundation is broken, the house will crack. But if you fix the foundation, the knees often fix themselves. The hips realign. The back pain fades. It's not magic. It's just structure. Stop wearing coffins on your feet. Let them breathe. Let them widen. Let them be human. Welcome to Hidden Biology. See you in the next video.